Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to my channel once again. Today I'm here with an interpretation of a supernatural story from Magic of Words for grade 11. Uh, I have prepared a short slide with the pictorial description. I hope this will be helpful for you. To talk about recurring dreams, it is a story from England, and recurring dream means the dream which occurs time and again, reoccurring. So there is a dream which occurs every night, and I have prepared a pictorial description here. Please have a look and try to have a clear concept about this. So Kimberly Clark is the protagonist or main character of this story, and she is very pretty, she is beautiful, elegant, and she loves dancing. She has many friends. She is very social girl, and she has a good position in a large company. She is successful in her job also. Everything is good in her life except a mysterious dream that keeps on bothering her every night. She has a dream, and the dream is same every night. And having seen the same dream for several nights, she has been tortured by it. She has been hit by it. She has become restless, and that dream has made her out of track, like she cannot focus on her daily activities. That is why it is creating terrible to her. That's why this dream is a mysterious dream to her. And the dream which she has in her dream always begins with a country road. In her dream, she sees a country road, and she stands on this country road. Then she sees a lane with white fence and haze on each side of the road. And at the end of the lane, she notices a small white house with green shutters on the top of a hill. She sees that house. Then what happens? She slowly walks up to the house, to the lane, towards the house. And when she becomes very afraid and curious to know about that. This is what I'm explaining her dream. She walks to the lane and she sees the house on the top of a small hill, white house with green shutters. She walks to the house, and when she goes inside the house, she walks around, she looks around, and in one of the rooms, surprisingly, she finds an old man sleeping. And the old man has white hair and white beard. When she approaches the world man in her dream, the world man wakes up from his sleep, and he sits up and looks at her. And then, when Kim tries to speak with him, she wakes up and she finds herself in a bed in London. Whenever she tries to speak or utter a word, a single word, with the world man, and she finds herself in the bed in London. That means she wakes up. She cannot have a talk in her dream, and that is what has been happening in her life for several days in the night. And that dream has caused her stressed and tensed. And she is troubled by the dream that occurs every night. She tells it to her friend Janet. So Janet is her good friend. So she has become restless, and she asked Janet if she could figure out some ways to get rid of that torture or that terrible from the dream. And she talks with her friend Janet, and then She says all the thing that she has a mysterious dream every night, and when the dream begins, she is always in the country lane. She stands there, and she sees the white fence around, and on the small hill on the top there, she sees a white house with green shutters. And I have the same dream for several nights. So what can I do? How can I get rid of this dream? She asked to Janet, as you can see in the picture. Then, after listening that, Janet thought she might have some psychological problem. Might be she might have some stress out of work and uh, daily works, or maybe she has become tired, or maybe she needs some rest from the hectic life she has been having with the job and the city life. She suggests her to go to her parents' farm for a few days to freshen her up. Janet says to Kim, "Let's go to my parents' farm in the countryside. If you go there, you might be fresh or you might forget about the recurring dream," she said to her. And Janet thinks she's in some kind of psychological problem, and if she can travel with her friend in countryside, that will help Kim to get rid of the terrible of recurring dream. And they agree and start their journey. Another day, and Janet is driving the car, and Kim is having a nap. Means she was in a back seat and she fell in sleep, short sleep. That is what we call nap. And they were traveling on a road towards the farmhouse. While traveling, Kim suddenly wakes up and she asks Jan to stop the car in a surprise. She makes her eyes bigger and she was in a surprise. She was like she was shocked by looking something. And she said, Janet, please stop the car. Stop the car. She made her eyes bigger and she told Janet to stop the car. Then she jammed the brake, and when she stopped the car, then Kimberly Clark came out of the car. She saw the exact location and the scene, just like in her recurring dream, and insisted to go and see with Janet. She saw the same thing that she always see in her dream at night. The location was exactly same. The same country lane, the same white fence around, same house on a small hill, and the house is painting is white and it is with green shutters. Exactly the same scenario. And she tells Janet that I have to go here. She became very terrific and curious and excited in the same time to see the same location because she has been torturing by the same dream for several nights and she wants to get rid of that no matter what. She wants to confess that she wants to go there and feel and see what exactly is there and what is the region of recurring dream. And she saw the exact country lane, same white fence, and a small white cottage with white shutters on the top of a small hill. She walked up the lane just like in her dream, and everything looked same except a sign for sale in front of the house. Just like in her dream, she stood on a country road and she started walking towards the small house on the top of a small hill. And the house was exactly the same, like just like in her dream. And only one thing was different from her dream and the reality. That is, the house has a for sale sign now. And it was the only thing that was different from her dream. And she went inside the house and looked around. She saw the same little old man with the white hair and white beard. He was sleeping in bed, and she just went near him and just like the dream. And when she approached him, the old man suddenly woke up, and she didn't know what to say because it was reality. It was not her dream. She was having same thing just like in her dream in reality, and she didn't know what to say. She became hesitant, and she did not say a word. She was very afraid as well, and she did not know what to do. Then the old man asked her. He was very curious. What was her problem? And she was in his room, and he was curious to know. And so suddenly she said, I see the house is in for sale. And then the man said, yes, this house is for sale, but you would not be buying this house because it is haunted by the ghost every night. And she was again speechless what to say. She could hardly believe herself, whether she was having a dream or she was seeing all those things in real life. Her dream has turned into reality, and there is a good chance that she might get rid of the recurring dream. So she had to face that. She was very afraid inside, but she said, this house is for sale. And he said, yes, this house is for sale, but you would not like to buy it because it is haunted by a ghost every night. And then she hesitantly asked, may I know who is the ghost? And the world man replied, it's you. So this is how the story ends. This is all about recurring dream. Thank you so much. If you want to know more about grade 11 compulsory English and major English, please subscribe my channel and like and share it and comment. Hope to see you in another video. Have a great time.